Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Hi students, good morning to everyone. This video I would like to continue about our evolution topic. We are in evidences of the biological evolution. In that evidences give the proper clarity about how the biological evolution happened by step. Okay, this video evidences from the molecular biology. Now what I am giving the evidences that and all through molecular biology wise. Okay, let me start today video session. Evidences from the cell and molecular biology. Here it is a advanced evidences because of previously what I explained for biological evolution through the evidences. First one, paleontological evidences. For paleontological evidences, there is not required any microscope. Simply understanding about the physiological different geographical conditions and soil layers. Simply our vision of soil layers. That's all. Based on that, earliest days, without any knowledge, just only human visible identification only useful to give the some of the evidences for these biological evolution. Later they studied about the embryological, that mean it is not visible, that mean after birth we can able to see that babies offsprings, but without seeing inside embryo is there. Okay, inside of the body embryos are developed or something environmentally larva stages are present in the some of the organisms which are having the exhibit that external fertilizations. So that also the larva stages, embryonic developmental stages observing, by that also one of the evidences we got it correct only. Now next one, anatomical. Then the person or scientists are ready to do the operate the body. Okay, by the scissor they are cutting body and then open out what are the internal arrangement of the organs. These and all they seen. Okay, so they started to anatomical study. Okay, by the cesarean. Then they understand the what are the bones, what are the organs are they, and that comparison of the different individuals. Then finally they are estimated, oh, these are the something related organs. That only in anatomy study time, how heart is developed from the lower organisms to higher organisms, that we seen correct only. Now later, yesterday these only we discussed. Then the last one evidences through that molecular biology. Here molecular biology, what I said, Nana, it is a recent evidences because when that 19th century and end of the 18th century beginning time, end of the 18th century, 19th century beginning time, lot of inventions are happened in the science, technologies. By that using of the technologies, they studied internal structure or internal understanding of the body. That mean internal study of the body. What is my intention mean? Micro level of understanding. Before that only organ systems only he studied. Later they find out what is cell, inside of the cell what it is present. So ultra level understanding of the biological things. So by knowing of that knowledge, they given the lot of evidences. That only now I have to explain. Most of these concept convincing evidences for the biological evolution. Okay, this is the conveying that pure and acceptable knowledge, acceptable evidences. So here in that molecular biology evidences are three type of evidences are there. One is based on the fundamental unit of the life. Just first they will understanding about fundamental unit of the life. That mean we know from the biology study, when that you started to read, then onwards this word will follow. Fundamental unit of the living things is a cell. Correct na? Yesterday also I said here living things, non-living things, interconnecting link. Virus is an interconnecting link of the between the living things and non-living things. Now that also cell only, but little bit variation, they need something support. That means here virus. So here fundamental unit of the life, that the statement is simply cell only fundamental unit of the life. Okay, so how the cell is formed, already chemical evolution time we seen. Earth evaluation after for several years earth atmosphere is cooled down. Later something chemical reactions and with along with water vapor, prebiotic soup is formed. Prebiotic soup in the inside some of the chemical inorganic substances and everything undergoing the several reactions to form the gene like structures, prebiotes, biotes. That bionts will be converted into the, change into the, modified into the primitive cell madri structure. So that maybe that is autotrophic or heterotropic, whatever it is. So like that blue green algae are produced, that we see now. So now that living thing, when you observe that all living thing on the all over world wise, that living thing existed are made up of the cell. Okay, for example this body also, our human body also totally formed from the one single cell, that is a zygote. Correct only na? So fundamental unit of the organism or life is a cell in the structural and functional unit of the cell. So here any type of organism, this is only must be required. So how much diversity is present in the total different flora and fauna, even though all are unique in the cell in mode. Okay, whether either plants or animals, whatever it is, those are all made up of the cells only in a multicellular condition. Okay, now when you take one single cell, that one single cell having cell organelles. Now for one single cell variation wise prokaryotic, eukaryotic, something variation is there. Even though something similarity is in the prokaryotic and eukaryotic, genetic material is a similarities are there. Of course, lack of nuclear membrane, we are distinguished these two, but similarities is there. So like that Monera and Protista having the something similaritic natures. So in the inside of the cell organelles are there. In that cell organelles, mitochondria, ribosomes, chromosomes. If you see in the animal cell or plant cell, mitochondria is the same in the both. So ribosomes also same, endoplasmic reticulum also same, their functions also same. Mitochondria is a production of ATP and ribosomes are protein synthesis. Chromosome act as a genetic material if you see in the animal or plant. So finally what you understand for this statement, so how many variations are there, even though they are having the something similarities. So based on this what we can convey now, here plants onwards animals are produced. Plants are producing from the some of the primitive fungi. Fungi are formed from the protista onwards Monera. Protistas are Monera. So 5 kingdom classification theorem kada nanna Whittaker. So if you see in that 5 kingdom classification, primitive organisms onwards, how the advanced organisms are produced, living things. Okay, here concept based on the living things. So this is a good evidence only now, fundamental unit of the life. Based on that how much variation is there, they have the something unity. That unity is a cell, that cells only modified by the several years continuation, it will leads to the several variations that we can convey. So that is the fundamental unit of. Then later next one, blood precipitation test. This is the very advanced thing. Okay, if you went that some of the technical labs, laboratory labs, diagnostic centers, they will analyzing our blood group. They will analyze what are the any pathogenic agents are present or not. Here we have to take it what is the blood group, and then in blood composition, you know, we are all are very well known blood composition of the blood cells and then plasma and serum, these and all is there, correct now. So by the analysis of the blood, we can able to find out some relationship of the some reliable organisms. Simple nothing but you in the 11th standard you studied RH factor in the blood body fluids and circulation time. Our blood groups are controlling by the IA, IB, IO. These are the allelic genes. By that genes, our blood group as like RH antibody also, antigen also finded. That RH antigen, it is first finded in the rhesus monkeys. So in our body also RH factor is there, in the rhesus monkeys also RH factor is there. Based on that statement, we can conveying the something common character in between of the rhesus monkeys to our body, correct only now. So that evidence will be tells about something relationship among that these two organisms, like that. So totally biological precipitation test, also called as a serological test. Serology means blood related analysis test, we call it as serum. And then this is the first explained by the H.F. Nuttall. The scientist is explained the blood precipitation test. What he did good experiment. Based on that good experiment, he find out the some of the relationship between the some organisms. See what he did. See, they take in a human serum. How they will take human serum, you know, in the 11th standard you take, if our blood totally clotted mean, automatically serum will be floating on the clotted blood, on the surface of the clotted blood. So here human serum they taken, that taken human serum injected to the rabbit. They injected to the rabbit. So that rabbit to produce in their body antibodies, that antibodies for we call it the anti-human serum. That how that anti-venom will produce, like that only. The process is the same. So first they take out the blood onwards serum he taken, that human blood serum is injected to the rabbit body in their blood, in its blood it's making that anti-human serum. That anti-human serum contains antibodies, that antibodies against of human serum. So now he is taken rabbit blood, then that rabbit blood injected to 3 organisms. Okay, now rabbit blood what it is contain, human serum contain, anti-human serum contains now that anti-human serum opponent of human serum, correct now. So now when he is injected the anthropogenic ape and then anthropoid ape and then monkey and a dog, these what blood he is taken from the rabbit, that blood is injected to the 3 organisms, anthropoid ape and then monkey and a dog. Okay, when that injecting of that blood, that not directly not at organisms, they are taking the blood from these 3 organisms in the test tubes, individual test tubes, and they pour that human anti-serum into that test tubes. Now here ape blood is showing the precipitation is formed. Why ape blood is formed the precipitation? That is a question. Here ape blood it is started to precipitated with anti-human serum, means automatically what it is tells and human serum like structures are present in these ape. Because of anti-human serum means human serum ki opponent solution, against solution. So when they are injected to that added to that blood these anthroponic ape blood, automatically precipitation started means it is a reliable, relationship between the human being and anthropoid ape. Simply that word itself we can say, but experimentally we proved this. Anthropoid means anthropology means study of human evolution. Study of human evolution, anthropology. So here one of the ape, something similarities with ours human beings. So that's why they kept name as a anthropoid ape. Then along with the anthropoid ape, and then another organisms also, another organism blood also they injected na monkey and dog. In that these two organisms blood does not show any precipitation with anti-human serum. Why that organisms does not show any reaction with anti-human serum? Mean anti-human serum reacting with human serum. Okay, just one more time paranganana. When that human serum injected to the rabbit, that rabbit blood will form that anti-human serum. That anti-human serum they are extracting. Then that anti-human serum contains the antibodies. That antibodies opponent of the human blood. Now that human antibodies containing human anti-serum added to the three organisms blood, that which organism blood is show the precipitation, that we can say these organism and then human being also something relationship. That so which are organisms blood groups are not yet shown any precipitation, those we can say not at any relationship. Of course long if relationship is there, even though they are not at much close relation. So that's why, that is one thing. And then next chemical recapitulation. This is a very good analysis. In the before started to explanation about this chemical recapitulation, this is the time to recall. In 11th standard you studied excretory products and their elimination. In the three excretory products means nitrogenous waste material. That nitrogenous waste material is more toxic, so that's why from our body onwards all organisms want to eliminate that one. So that's why that excretory product will be in different forms, organisms will be excrete. That is maybe ammonia or else urea and uric acid. Correct only na? In the 11th standard you seen three type of nitrogenous waste materials are excreted by the different organisms. So basing on the situation also. Now come to the point here. In biochemical recapitulation time, they explained about that excretory products by the different individuals. See, aquatic organisms they studied. In the aquatic they are excreting the ammonia, and terrestrial organisms urea, and aerobial organisms are excreting that uric acid. Now just to think it nana, one important relation is there. Aquatic animals, why they are releasing the ammonia, nitrogen waste material in the form of the ammonia, why can't urea and uric acid? Because of urea is easily dissolvable in water, and then when the requirement of in the form of the excretion of the ammonia excretion time, they required lot of water. Here which organisms are surviving in their life in the aquatic media, they have abundant resources of the water media na? So not at all worry about the water resistance. So oftenly they can able to drink the water, so water availability is more. So that's why based on the water availability, it can able to release the nitrogenous waste material in the form of the ammonia. 11th standard I given the one statement, 100 ml of urea excretion purpose half liter of water is required. Okay, right, that when you coming to the terrestrial form, water is available, but not comparing with not like aquatic organisms. Okay, wantedly these terrestrial animals want to take water, okay, when they felt thirsty and when their requirement. So that's why nitrogenous waste material releasing wise it is changed to their form to loss of their water. So reducing of water loss based on the situational environmental condition. So ammonia change into the urea. Urea requires just only 50 ml of water. 50 ml. First one 500 ml of water is necessary. So second one 50 ml. So lot of variation is so it is a protection of loss of water. And aerobial organisms are having the very less water resources. So that's why that aerobial organisms are excreting that urea in the form of nitrogenous waste material in the form of the uric acid. Uric acid, that too it is insoluble. Uric acid is insoluble. That is a fecal matter observing in the bird fecal matter, reptiles fecal matter observed, you can get it. Uric acid is a insoluble condition. So why I said these concept mean for these molecular evidences, see, if you take frog is amphibian. Amphibians are both areas they can able to survival. Okay, especially reproduction wise they need water resources, whatever it is. So adult frog, what substance it is excreting, what nitrogenous waste material? Urea. Okay, but when they are reproductive after, it will produce the tadpole larva. Tadpole larva, what it is excreting? Ammonia it is excreting, because of tadpole larva is can surviving their life in the water media. So tadpole larva emitting that excreting nitrogenous waste material in the ammonia. Later when it is adapted to the terrestrial place also, it excreting that urea. So it is a changing, correct only na? Okay, then next one paranga, then the same analysis in the different individuals of birds. Okay, embryonic condition of the birds. If you understanding about the embryonic development of the adult birds, that embryonic stages, early stages of bird, early embryonic stages of the bird, that bird will excreting the ammonia. Bird excreting the ammonia. Later, some days, 9 days after that embryonic conditions, after 9 days, the embryo of the bird excreting the urea. But when the embryo will become a chick and developed into the new individual, that is excreting that uric acid. So basing on the understanding of these two examples, what we can able to convey a lot of relationship between the different organisms based on the different ecosystems. Okay, whether you know or doesn't know, one example I said, in the theoretical example I said, once upon a time fishes came out from the sea water. That fishes are adapted to the terrestrial places. That will be leads to in the form of the in the form of amphibians. Later that amphibians to start the creeping on the floor, then reptiles. Later their moving mode is a flying mode, that is aves. Okay, like that several years these evolutionary changes are happens. That evidence is giving the proof of these excretory products of the different individuals. Okay, that is one of the example. Here one more example here, one important note, it is a endocrinal, nothing but a chemical only. In the when you see that our body having the endocrinal system, chemical and coordination topic, endocrinal system. Here not only our body, if you see in the some of the reliable or relationship organisms of the different groups, those are also having the something relationship. Our body with the fish body, or amphibians, or reptiles, aves, something brain structurally some of the similarities are there. As like endocrinal system we see now, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, these and all can able to see in these organisms also. So how we have the endocrinal system, like that several organisms also, primitive organisms also having the primitive endocrinal system. Like here in the frog, thyroid gland is there. From the thyroid gland onwards, thyroxine hormone is producing. that thyroxine hormone is playing important role in the metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. That metamorphosis means tadpole larva changing into the adult one. Tadpole larva change into the adult one. So such a metamorphosis controlling by the one of the chemical thyroxine. Okay. Now one scientist, what he did, he take out one frog, he removed that thyroid gland in the frog, and then they injected that thyroxine by the artificially. That means the thyroxine from our thyroid gland onwards, what it is secreting, that thyroxine he taken, and human thyroxine hormone injected to that tadpole larva. Tadpole, without getting any problem, tadpole larva will modified to show the metamorphosis. That means the developed into the adult one. So endocrinal system observation time, our chemicals, our hormones and their hormones are some similarities are there. Some of the similarities are. So that is the reason. Okay, that is the reason it gives the something evidences of biological evolution of the organisms. Up to now, we studied the different evidences based on the paleontology, later embryology, and later anatomical study. Third one, highly advanced in the molecular level of understand evidences, molecular biology based. Okay, this is the completed. Later, I will explain about theory of evolution, evolutionary theories. Okay, just link that all the concept. First, in this chapter, evolution chapter, first I said how earth is evaluated. Later, life origin. After life origin, life evolution. Okay, first living thing want to origin, that origin living thing onwards, evaluation, gradual changes, how it is happen. Based on that only we discussed. Later, evolutionary theories. I said several modifications are happened by the time or ecological condition or environmental conditions. What is that changes happens? For analysis that some of the scientists are given several theories. One is the Lamarck theory, second one is the Darwinism theory, third one mutational theory, and then modern synthetic theory. In the Lamarckism time, Lamarck is explained one theory that is use and disuse and acquired characters of inheritance. Later, next coming class, next coming video, I would like to explain these. And then Darwinism tells about the natural selection. Okay, and then Hugo de Vries explained a change in the genetic levels of mutation. And modern synthetic theory. Modern synthetic theory means it is a conclusion of all these theory, highly advanced theory, acceptable theory, reliable theory. Okay, without any misconceptions, these modern theory nowadays we are all following. Okay, these theories wise next I would like to explain in the next videos. Up to that, wait, Nana. Thank you.